Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome to the physioBRAIN channel. This is Professor Adriano, and today we're going to give you a very simple tip. We're going to talk about an assessment test that can be used by you, the professional, or by you, the family member, to identify changes related to balance and gait. So stay with me and don't miss this tip. Don't forget, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like the video, and share it on your social media with your friends, with anyone you know who needs this information. So today we will be talking about the Gait Speed Test. Have you ever heard of it? The Gait Speed Test is widely used in the scientific community, right, in scientific research and also in clinical practice as a way to assess how a person's gait is, their dynamic movement, how their balance is, and their functionality, especially in elderly individuals, okay? It is also widely used with some specific populations, right? People who have had a stroke, people with Parkinson's, people with multiple sclerosis. We see in the scientific literature many studies related to these population groups, okay? That's because this test is widely used due to its easy application and reproducibility, all right? So what does that mean? It's a test that takes little time, requires few resources to administer, and it gives you some very interesting, very relevant information, okay? So if you work with elderly people, or if your practice is focused on some specific population that might have some balance deficit or gait deficit, then it's definitely a good idea for you to use this test, all right? Now, there are actually a few different ways to administer it, and there are also some slightly different ways to use this test as well, depending on the situation. It can be used in the 10-meter format, the 6-meter format, or the 4-meter format. Within the 10-meter format, for example, there's a particular way to use it where you only consider 4 meters of it. You actually use 6 meters of the distance, deliberately disregarding the first 2 initial meters and the last 2 final meters, treating them as the acceleration and deceleration phases respectively. But there's also a way where you disregard only the first meter and the last meter, so you end up considering 8 meters. In short, there are several ways you can use it. You just need to choose one method and stick with it, especially if you're gonna do, for example, a pre and post comparison, like with an exercise group or something along those lines, okay? It's important for us to know that these different application methods exist, okay? So check out this blockbuster production that I made myself, which I'm going to show next. It's a large scale production that, you know, required a lot of resources to create this animation, explaining how the 10-meter walk test is done. So don't miss it, take a look. Good. With this blockbuster production, it became easy to understand, right? So that's it. You usually take into account an initial acceleration phase and a final deceleration phase, and you disregard those when scoring, right? You typically time from 2 to 8 meters or from 1 to 9 meters, okay? You go, yeah, from 1 to 9, right? You'll consider it according to the reference you chose to follow. So you pick one, stick with it, and then you do the conversion, turn it into meters per second, and then you have the walking speed, okay? It's a very simple test, widely used, that you can use as a way to check how this person, this population, this specific group is walking, okay? I hope this was helpful. Very simple, really quick video, so you can get to know this tool, which is very interesting and great for us to use in our practice and also in research. If you have any questions, write them here in the comments. Take care, and I'll see you in the next videos.